You have to feel it all. You have to feel it all. And I'm realizing this in my own life more than ever now. For so long, I numbed. I distracted myself with video games, with the internet, with work, with social media, with food, with drugs, alcohol, with porn. And it was tough. It was hard to try to feel all the things, all the traumas I had been through, and they all stacked up on me. And I just didn't want to deal with it all. I didn't want to feel it. And I run from it. And because of that, I didn't experience any good either. I didn't experience the good things that came along with feeling all that pain and letting it really sit with me. And the thing was, I mostly just became numb, and I just kept falling into those habits, and I stacked those bad habits on top of each other. For the longest time, pushing everything down. And as a result, I didn't receive all the good things I wanted. My businesses never took off. I never made the money I wanted to, never had the relationships I wanted. Didn't experience connection and love in the way I wanted to. Going so long without a kiss from a woman or a hug or anything like that. Just being disconnected from what I was supposed to experience. And so that's the thing, is you have to feel it. You have to feel everything this life is giving you, the good, the bad, the ugly. Feel it all. Let it flow through you. Let it be processed the way it's supposed to be processed. That's how to truly live. There's a lot of hacks out there, and you can do this and you can do that to get the things you want. But the things you want are supposed to come to you naturally. But they can't come to you if you don't allow yourself to feel everything. You have to feel everything. When you don't want to sit with it, when you're just fed up with crying. I know how it is. But we're meant to feel it, not run from it. There's so many ways that we can run from these feelings. So many things we can do to escape it now. We have it all at our fingertips, instant gratification. We can scroll to our heart's delight, bury ourselves in stories and games, TV, movies. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with enjoying those things. There is. But how are you using it? Are you abusing it consistently over and over again? I'm not saying it's wrong to enjoy a fudge sundae or a good meal or a glass of wine every now and then. I'm not saying that's wrong. But have you felt the emotion you need to feel first? When you have a bad day, do you go home and bury yourself in distractions? Or do you sit with it and feel it completely until the emotions move through you? First, feel it completely. Then have the things you want. Then enjoy your time. It's taken me a long time to learn this. Probably because there is so much there, and I've been unpacking it for about a year now, really unpacking it. And before that, it was still moving through things and things coming out slowly, but this past year, things have really, like the floodgates have really opened, and I've seen the changes that come with that. How I'm in better shape now than I was any time in my 30s, in my early 30s. Right around 27, 28, I started gaining a lot of weight. And even before that, my weight would fluctuate up and down. And I never really could be the shape that I wanted and in shape how I wanted to be. But as I started processing things and releasing all and feeling, most important thing, feeling those negative occurrences of my past and those negative traumas, that's when things really started to shift. My body changed and became lighter, lost all that weight, consistently being kept off now. And it's just like my habits, one by one, started shrinking away. And it took time, but one by one, with each time I did the shadow work, those things just went away. I moved into this new neighborhood, in this apartment, into a place like I've never had before. I've never really had my own place. I'm 39 years old, and I've just kind of bounced around being people's roommates or living at home with my family. But I'm in a place that I finally am happy. And when I got here, there were more triggers. I thought it'd be all fine and dandy. I thought I had figured it all out and got it all processed. But there was more. It triggered me so much to the point where I was like, why did I even move here? Because it was just being so much, just like the universe is like beating me down over and over again. And this time I felt it, and I didn't run from it, and I didn't fall into any bad habits because I had no bad habits left to fall into. And I felt it fully, and I'm still feeling it. Give you an example. This morning, well, I have a certain amount let me just set this up. I have a certain amount of budget I have each month so that I don't go over. And is depending that there aren't disasters. I go out to my car, there's a flat tire. And it kind of like, when you don't have a little flat tire can really ruin your day, and it makes you think. But I came in and I just sat and I felt it. I felt how I was feeling without running from it. And it didn't take long to feel how I was feeling and then just move on. And then as soon as I did that, I was able to solve the problem. I was able to find some cash, a way to have money to pay for it, and a little extra. I called my bank and I pushed back my car payments 2 months. I found out they had a plan to do that. After I felt how bad it felt like crap, I ended up with more money and less payments because I felt how bad it felt instead of running from it, instead of numbing from it. So it's really about that, about living and experiencing this life completely and everything there is to experience. The more you can come into that, the better things are going to be for you. And I'm not saying like we want this like happy life where we have everything and we just feel good all the time. But if you want to feel good, you've got to feel bad sometimes and realize that the more you get used to feeling bad, it just becomes a natural part, a natural process. And it balances out. You'll have better and better days. You'll have more experiences which bring you delight. And it's going to balance out and you'll get used to it. And it'll be the proper way to live. We've just been conditioned so much to run from things and numb and to buy people's products to make us feel better and telling us all and listening also to like spiritual teachers like, oh, you got to just be feel good all the time, and push you in this place of, well, if I'm not feeling good, then I'm not doing the right thing. Wrong. You're meant to feel good, and you're meant to feel bad. Okay? You've got to feel bad in order to feel good. And I think the more you process your old emotions, the less intense it's going to feel, really. Less intense those past pains will feel. But you're going to have some, you're going to rate, your vibration is going to raise naturally and bring you to a higher state, and you're just going to have better and better experiences at the same time. Do everything you can when you feel bad. Do everything you can not to fall into those bad habits. Make that the goal. I'm not going to fall into that. I'm just going to sit here and feel how bad it feels no matter what happens. If you're feeling so bad that you feel like hurting yourself, then please don't do that. Know that it's going to pass, and that it's part of the process. And you can talk to somebody. Anyone. You'll figure it out, and there's always a way. There's always a way to solve the problems. Problems aren't created without solutions. It's like two sides of the same coin. You can't have a heads without tails. So you can't have a night without a day, right? You can't have dark without a light, a left without a right. So a problem is never created without a solution. There's always a solution. Understand the problem completely. Feel the problem completely, and you'll come to feel the solution completely. That's how it works. Know the feeling of how it feels to be in loss and grief completely. And you'll know how it feels to receive the opposite end of that, the good thing from that. That's all I have.